welcome back to Digger Detecting, everybody. Welcome also to a Thursday, and what a cracker day it is. Blue skies, and we're out on the detectors. So as you can see, we've got Andrew over the back there hunting with the EQUINOX 800. We also have with us joining today Darren. Darren is also running the 800 and that awesome little 6-inch coil, and we're doing the same. We've got the 6-inch coil on, however we've got the EQUINOX 900, and as you have seen, we've pulled some amazing things from this house site in the last few visits. Well, look, beautiful day today, a day off work. We couldn't help but get back here with Darren, and look, hunting for the last 10 minutes. We've pulled a few old bits of rubbish. However, look at what we've just found hunting out the front of the old fallen down house. We got a silver ring. How cool is that? The sun is out and so are the silvers, and not the coins, the rings. So just magnificent. I'm not sure if there's little stones in there either, or if it's just dirt, but look, we might clean him up. I think Darren's got a toothbrush on him in his pouch there, so we might go borrow a bit of water and toothbrush, clean him up, and at lunchtime we're going to have a look at this guy together and see if we can find any hallmarks on him, because I'm certain he's either going to have STG, SIL, which will be sterling silver, which will show some good age to this ring, or it is going to have 925 stamped on it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to show the sterling silver hallmark stamped somewhere on him. So what a bloody ripper, the little silver ring. Hey Andrew, you fit inside a ring now. You're even smaller than last week. Well, we're going to sit the detector down just for a second and go over and have a look at Andrew's find for this next clip. He just yelled out, coin. What sort of coin you got? Silver?
Come on, mate.
Gold? Oh, look at that. We've all walked over that 6 times already, but Andrew's just pulled out an old penny. King George. That's Australian, mate. That's a Commonwealth. So, and just in the same hole, he did yell out a little button too, but look at that, in the same hole Andrew has spotted the wee little button. How cool, how cool. So just love these guys, and we actually found one of these guys just hunting, looking around under the floorboards just the other day. He'll have the 2 little holes in him. There they are. So very, very special. You best take your little button, mate, and put him on your shirt. Let's have a look at this coin. So he's going to be a Commonwealth, full penny, a Commonwealth penny with the ring around him, and we're not going to be able to get a date off him. Sorry, Andrew. That's horrible condition. 19, 17, maybe, if we hold him up against the light. 19, 17. That's the story. We're sticking to it. There you go, mate.
War, mate.
What are you digging for now? Digging for more coins?
I don't know. Another signal.
you're gonna find marbles and everything.
Top.
Bottle top. Coin with a bottle top. So there we go. Nailed the trash with the treasure. Well done, Andrew. Well, something that has been really distressing me lately is where is all the bottles at this site? Where's the bottle pit? Because we keep finding shards of glass all around the house, and on this side of the house, on the east side of the house, is where we find majority of it, right where we're sitting now. But no big bottles, no big necks or bases or broken chunks of bottles to indicate a large dumping area. Just small broken bits and pieces like that right there. But look, every bit of glass that we do find is showing some great age. I mean, that looks like he's part of an old beer bottle there, the beer bottle green. But look, we have found a few other bits and pieces, marbles, what have you, and including now the old doll's leg. How pretty. She's missing her shoe. Cinderella, she's missing her shoe. So really cool though. I just dug down, and there it is, part of the old doll's leg. We even cut her in half too, so she's not as tall anymore. But look, we did not find the rest of her body, just part of the doll leg. But it's giving me a little bit of hope as to, you know, to where where the rubbish is being dumped, and where we may hit on those bottles. So some remember, or if I did capture it on film, I can't remember, but we did find a base of a big old beer bottle over the back there, right where Darren's walking to. So look, maybe that's where it is. Maybe we need to do a bit more investigating. However, for the time being, we've rescued the little doll's leg. She used to be taller, as I said, but now she's just little. Well, not long started there this morning, and Darren's yelled out, I've got a coin. I've got something sticking out of the plug with a nice little milled edge on the side. He has 2. Look at that. I dare say, mate, that's going to be a silver. That is very, very nice, and definitely a coin. We'll let you do the honours, pick him up, and let's see what you got. Let's hope it's another silver for this site. Second silver coin. Well done. Bloody well done. So the first coin ever to come out from here was a 6pence. Funnily enough too, Darren sort of thinks he's on the clothesline here too, because you got the halfpenny out from here too. So well done, mate. Well done. What?
42 6pence.
1942. We'll just zoom in there. The sun is out, and so are the silver coins. Look at that. What a cracker. What a bloody cracker. High signal too, you said, wasn't it?
26, yeah.
26, yeah. Yep. There you go. Awesome. And Equinox 800 with a little 6-inch coil. Hunting around the Trashy house sites, I tell you what, it is a killer combo. Oh, this one is a bit of a strange one, I must say. I've dug a lot of pendants in the past. Let me zoom you in there. However, can you see what's going on with this one? This little pendant, he's got a loop up the top, and I can see a face staring back at me, but that's about it. He's just been chopped in half, chopped into a little piece of pizza. So there we go. Let's put him up on the knee there. As I said, we can see a little head on the front. He's got the hat on, so I dare say he's something army related there. He may be AIF pendant, Australian Infantry Forces pendant, which I have found before in the past, and I think that's what we got here again. So why has he been clipped though? Why has he been chopped? Why has he been destroyed? Who did it? I don't know. Let's go over and clean him up. Actually, there's a water trough right there. Let's go over and clean him up in the water trough. We're going to come back and give you a bit of a look at the front and the back, all clean, see if we can't ID him. Well, there he is, all cleaned up and a little bit easier to ID. He's looking a lot happier, isn't he? So what we've got there is the commemoration pendant there to commemorate the visit over here to Australia by the Prince of Wales. Funnily enough, I have one of these intact at home that I actually found whilst hunting in a park, a random park in Bendigo a couple of years ago. Went on holidays with the family. So look, you just never know where these things are going to turn up in the strangest of places. As I said, the last one I found was in a random park in Bendigo, and he is at home. And what we'll do is when we get home, we'll put the two together, and I'm going to show you exactly what he should look like, incomplete, in full. So not chopped like this guy. So I wonder why it's been chopped though. That's so strange. He's been quite nicely sliced on each side, like a piece of pizza. So awesome stuff. A little Prince of Wales pendant, just unfortunately chopped. And I did look in the hole for more, but unfortunately not to be. So we might just hum around with the detector a little bit, just see if we can find anything more there. You just never know. So maybe he's chopped him, thrown him off into 3 pieces over in the back paddock here, or maybe he chopped him before he hung him around his neck, and he actually lost him over in the back paddock here. We'll never know, but we've got the piece and it's still cool. The pressure is on Darren for this next target. He's got a very, very high sounding signal, so I'm hoping it to be a coin. Who knows, maybe a florin. No? What is it? What do you got? It's a lock. It's the backing plate of a lock, I reckon. Brass item, nice high signal. Brass is best, brass is king. Especially when you're digging out these old house sites, you can quickly pick out the brass best items and then go after the rest. So, well done, Darren. Not a coin, but
been after one of them anyway.
Sorry, mate.
I've been after one of them.
Been after one. I'll tell you what, you find a small enough coin, you'll be able to put it through the centre there.
I was thinking it hinged out like a
little handle.
Yeah.
It did pop out there a second ago when you put your digger in there. I swear it. Look at that.
Seized up.
It's got the old handle.
Oh, there's the lock mechanism there.
Yep. Very cool, very cool. Look, even though some of these items aren't coming out as coins either, you know, you dig them thinking they're going to be a coin, digging a high signal. However, some of these items are just interesting, you know, just in that in itself. So, not to be a coin, however, a nice brass old lock with the little pull-out lever. So, very cool. Well done, Darren. Oh, ho, ho, he has done it. Check out that bad boy. I just got a very, very high signal, 92, 93 on the Equinox 900, and I went to bust the pinpointer out really quickly, but look at what is staring back at me. I'm mincing my words, I'm that excited. Go away, Andrew, this is my coin. Geez, I ran off with that pretty quick, didn't I? Yeah. Detached him from the grass and out of here. Oh dear, look at that. Lucky we didn't lose him. Let me zoom you back in again. Andrew was disrupting me there. Let's have a bit of a look. Don't look, Andrew.
Oh, there it is.
It's a secret. Gothic florin, Luke. Eat your heart out. Look at that bad boy. 1959. Not a Gothic florin. Oh, that is awesome. I tell you what, we were just saying there before to Darren, not too many silvers or not too many coins in general have come out from this site, and I've only found a silver coin thus far, that being a little sixpence. So look out, we've got our second silver, that being the Big Daddy, 1959, a cracker florin, and also that puts me to number 12 for this year. So look out, Royston, look out, Luke. I'm in the lead, and I am going to keep it. So we'll keep going on, and we're going to pluck out lucky number 13 very soon, no doubt. So wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Wasn't expecting that. Silver ring, silver florin. The day couldn't get any better. We're about to stop for some lunch, and as I said, we're going to go in past the cows, through the gate, and over into those pine trees for the rest of the afternoon, and see what else we can hit on. It is 10 to 12 right now, so what a great way to finish up before lunch. So awesome. Let's put him in the pouch. Do you want to hold him? Do you want to touch him? Do you just want to love him and keep him warm for a second?
I'm out of here.
Oh, beautiful. Andrew's got a florin too, but unfortunately the first florin Andrew found. What happened, Andrew? He was a bit
cooked.
She was a bit cooked. Had been through a fire, so you could only just make out the coat of arms, and I think the date, wasn't it, 47?
37.
37. Yeah. So look, bit of a shame. Andrew's got a florin, but not one that hasn't been melted. So just needs to find. Look, how many people have walked over that bloody coin too?
We're all over it the other day.
Mate.
Co, yourself, me.
Yeah, well that's where the stirrup come out from,
yeah.
The clover cow tag.
Yeah.
Geez, we've all been here. All been here. That just goes to show how easily those signals can be missed. And judging by the impression in the plug, look at that coin. Oh, let's turn around to the light. That coin was sitting on its side, so no wonder he was hard to hit on. Let's put that back in there, and let's break for some lunch now. How awesome. The big boy florin, look out. Well, before we stop for some lunch, Darren has quickly walked over. He's been keeping it quiet, but he's also got himself a coin too. Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Okay.
Andrew's wondering what we're talking about here now. 4 keeps, Darren says. Well, I don't know, mate. 1914, 1/2 penny. Geez, not bad condition. Beautiful, beautiful. Darren's got a spray bottle and a toothbrush on him today too, which, to be honest, look, I should probably be doing that myself too, because I don't ever clean these coins up until I get home. But if we carried a spray bottle and a toothbrush, we'd be able to clean them up on site, wouldn't we? What do you reckon? Pretty cool?
I reckon. Good detail.
Good detail. Dropped the day it was minted.
I'll have to give him a squirt.
We'll give him a squirt, we'll clean him up, and at the end of the day, we will give you a look at all these coins. Rightio, so lunch is over. Stop slacking off. Get back on the detector. We don't have time to waste today, that's for certain. We've only got about an hour left on the machines. So back over to the paddock here, over the back, and some remember this is where we finished up hunting just last week. And the reason why I wandered over here is the old overlay image, which I'll throw up top left corner right now. You'll be able to see that something was going on over here. Down below you can see the little white image, which I'll put a pointer on, and that was the house that's over there that we've been hunting around. Well, north of the house, which I'll put a pointer on once again, is where I'm standing right now, and you can see that the ground has been sort of harrowed or turned over, or look, something's going on. It's black and white, it's grainy, it's hard to make out. However, I've mapped out enough of these places to understand what is something and what is nothing, and to me that image is something. So walking over here last week, we did do a bit of detecting for about 40 minutes, and we picked up a few old buckles, an old horse rein guide, no coins thus far. But what I'm thinking is it was the old house site over the back here, and maybe that house site used to sit here, and it was pulled over there in later years when they realised just how swampy and wet this area gets, this back paddock. Or look, maybe it was another house, another dwelling that had nothing to do with the house over there. Who knows? But look, we've got a little bit more time. We have the 6-inch coil. It's very trashy ground, which we'll give you a listen in a minute. Give you a bit of a run through all the signals. We're going to try and pick out some highs, high tones, high signals, just in the hour or so that we've got, and hopefully one of them be a coin. Hopefully we can date this little area over the back here. So let's turn him on, let's get started, and let's see how we go, and let's see how wet the boots are going to get. Rightio, so we're going to take off from here, and what I'm going to do too is I'm going to flick that horseshoe button in just to give you a bit of a listen. And ideally, when I'm over looking for these sites, you know, if I suspect there was a house right over in the corner there and I walked all the way over there, the first thing I'll be doing is putting the horseshoe button on, because ideally I don't want to dig any rusty nails, but I want to hear them all. I want to hear everything in the ground. You might get a whole heap of signals right here. You might walk past that water trough and get nothing, and then right up into the corner is where you start getting more signals. So, you know, with the horseshoe button on is what I'm trying to say, is where all those signals are, is where the occupation was. So past the water trough, if we got nothing, I'll just keep walking. Walking over to until we found signals, and where I started hitting on all those rusty signals, rusty nails, and look, tones that you generally don't dig, is where I know that I could really start focusing and spending my time. So there's something that I would not dig. 24, 28. We might dig it at a later date. But look, that's what I'm talking about. So listen for those signals, anything you can find. That could be a coin. But look, listen to anything. We'll come back for him. Anything you can find, and that is going to indicate activity, occupation. So big signal back there. We're just giving you a listen to begin with. And ideally, if we're going to be digging anything here in the hour that we have, it's going to be those short, sharp tones. So we're going to really pick them out like that. We're really going to pick them out and dig the best that we can. Nice signal. We're going to dig that one too. And you know what? Low tone, but that's also what we're going to start with, because I don't know what's happening over here. I don't know what the history of the timeline of this area is. You know, over where the house is there, that signal, that low signal there, I'd presume it to be a pull tab or a bottle top. But over the back here, he may have only been lived, you know, might only have 10 years of history over here. So if we go pulling out a gold sovereign or 1850s Brit pennies or something awesome, we can sort of safely presume, and nothing later I should say, we can sort of safely presume that, look, that is the timeline for this area. And once you know the timeline for the area, you know what signals to really hone in and concentrate on digging. So one in particular is Betty's paddock, which we must get back to very soon. Because as I was saying to Andrew there before, everything we've found in Betty's paddock has been dating from about early 1800s through to about the 1920s, 1930s. So it's really got some great timeline, great age to it. So let's see what this guy is. He's not a bottle top, and he's not a pull tab. Nothing special, but that however is getting me excited, because a 35, 36 like you've seen him ringing up on the Equinox 900, it generally would be a bottle top or a pull tab, but that is a bit of lead, so that doesn't show any later, any newer occupation. That's what I don't want to see. So I don't want to see bottle tops, I don't want to see pull tabs, not over in this paddock anyway. I just want to see the old stuff. So let's keep going and let's see if we can hit on that old stuff, and let's see if we can create a timeline for this little area over in this back paddock. Oh, that is an interesting one right there. He's got the nice high tone. He's also got a little bit of other tones interfering. A lot of rust and a lot of other items there. So let's go back on the angle of the dangle that sounds the best. And the beauty about that little 6-inch coil is you can really hone in on the target, you know, even if there is a lot going on there, a lot of mixed signals, rust and what have you, tin and bits of iron and everything interfering with your good signal, that being a coin. Look, with the 6-inch coil, it makes it that much easier for you to pick it out. So plus you've got to only dig a smaller hole, much better. Let's have a bit of a look. Let's see if we got lucky with a coin. Where is he? He's run off. Let's have a look down the hole here. Okay, so he's blanking out. You hear how that pinpoint is blanking there? Indicating a rusty nail. And another one over the back there I can see. So there we are. We may have just been hitting on the rust there, making something good or something bad into something good. So let's dig all that rust out. And then let's swing back over with the pinpointer. I'll just try to put the pinpointer in the pouch then. Let's swing back over the detector, sorry. After we get this rust out of the hole. And we'll come back, and if there is anything good, like a silver coin, we're going to come back and we'll give you a look. And if this is going to be a coin, we're going to be extremely lucky. It's going to help us date this site, is it? No. It's another thing. I don't know. But look, another old thing anyway. It's not a coin, it's an old thing. And it's sort of helping date this site, because let's face it, it's not something new, is it? It's not a pull tab, it's not a bottle top. So it's exactly what I like to see. So we just got a little bit distracted there. We're trying to find a coin. However, our phone won't stop ringing between Helena and other people calling. And I even just got a phone call from Guy, the Gold Rush guy. So we're going to catch up for a hunt one day, and I cannot wait. However, just while we've been distracted, Darren has scored himself a wonderful little Australian Forces military button over the back here. So, Darren, you've just got our first best find for this paddock, mate.
Nice. Well
bloody done. It's not a coin though. We need something to date this paddock. So I'm hoping to find an old Britannia penny. Look, I'll put that as World War One. So early 1900s, a military button. However, it could still be attached to the house over there. Maybe someone's walked over in an old military jacket or coat and dropped their button, lost their button. So anyway, we need to find a coin. We have lost a bit of time too. It's 1:30. We've probably got about another 30 minutes or 40 minutes to hunt this little area and try and nail a coin. So we've got two good signals right here, an 86 and an 88, overstretched over the back there. I come back over here and we've got a very high 90. Now sometimes that can be rust falsing out, but in this scenario I don't think it is. I think it's a Gothic florin. We're going to go after him. Not quite. It can't be a Gothic florin because Luke is not here. Oh, look how muddy and wet that hole is. As soon as we open it up, it fills with water. Dale dug a hole and it filled with water straight away. Castle, love it. Oh, we're on, oh maybe not. I was going to say we're on rust. We might not be though. Darren's got a ripper of a find with that little button too, which is our first, as I said, good find to come out of this paddock, which is really nice to see. He's hunting out in the dry though, out in the sun. We're in the mud, in the water. I reckon that's going to be rust. I don't really want to stick my hand in there to find out. Let's go back in with a shovel. Such a beautiful day. We're puddling around in the poo. What are we doing? This better be worth it. Otherwise we're going to go after that next signal. Well, it's still a mess down there. Oh, let's just do it. Stick our hands in there. Where's our target? This better not be a rusty nail. I'm thinking it's going to be. Ew. Oh, it stinks too. Smells very yummy. Yeah, look, that's a rusty nail. I'm certain of it. There it is right there. Can't even see anything. It's a staple. It is too. Little staple. So there we go. He was not a good target. We're being tricked with a bad target. And now we're covered in shit. Let's go after this next target. It's all part and parcel of detecting, isn't it? Having a bit of fun. Let's go. Where was he? There he is. And that does sound a little bit better than what we were just chasing over the back here, which don't be alarmed, we'll fill that hole in a second. Oh, Let's just go after this next guy first because he sounds exciting. Sounds like a coin would be. What is that? It's brick. Pinpointer's on. A little bit unstable there. That's where that rapid retune button comes in. Ready? Oh, what a ripper. That is so handy. So awesome. What do we got? It's a pin. That's just a pin. Let's dirty the jeans. So there we go. We had a better signal over the back here. Oh, there we are. Just the reality of it, isn't it? I was going to cut that clip, but look, let's leave it in. That's the reality of it. And someone asked that the other day, can you show a little bit more reality of detecting? Well, there it is right there, puddling around in the poo, getting muddy, getting wet, getting dirty, and looking for the coins and hitting on the rubbish. But that's okay. As I said, it is part and parcel of detecting, and that is the true reality of it. So even though I go home with some days I go home with some amazing stuff, don't be fooled, because I also dig a lot of rubbish. Oh, I don't know if it's a cow tag, but I'll tell you what, that is exciting. I live for those signals, mate. They are perfect. 92, 93. I don't think it's a cow tag. But if I was thinking it's a cow tag, well, they're the numbers that it should be showing. High 90s. So who knows, maybe this is our Gothic Florin. Let's go after him and have a look. It's not going to be because Luke's not here. We cannot find a Gothic Florin when Luke is not here to enjoy it. Because it's going to happen one day. I do have one. We just need to find that second. And as I said, it is going to happen one day. We just need to make sure we got Luke here to enjoy it, because I tell you what, the day I scream Gothic Florin with Luke around, he's not going to believe me. I'm certain. There he is. Cow tag, cow tag, cow tag. Not a cow tag. High signal though. It's got me excited. I love those tones. Let's have a look. What happened to him? I swear I seen something fall out of the hole then. Let's go back in with a pinpointer. Oh no! No, 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 no! What are these things? I don't know. Little knobby thing with a bit of thread on the end. Well, sadly, that is about it for us today there, guys. We are going to run short of time. It is just coming on 2 o'clock. And as you can see, the mystery paddock in front of us is going to remain just that, a mystery for now. We cannot date it. We cannot find a coin. We do have a few relics in the bag that may be able to help date it. But look, I'm still not understanding what it was. You know, was it a house site? Was it an old shed? Was it stables or dairy? I don't think so, because we're going to count for the stables and dairy being over near the house over there. So look, the best find that we've got out of this paddock thus far is from Darren with the little military Australian button. And as I said, that is going to leave it at that for today anyway. So let's now get back over and see what Andrew has been up to for the last hour, because young Andrew may have found all the coins and cow tags back over at the house site, and he may have been keeping quiet about it. So let's get over there now and see a look, or show a look at what Andrew's done, and also show a look at what we've done hunting here today. So what do you got there, Andrew? What have you been hiding in the time that we've been over the back there, mate? You've got the gold sovereigns and the cow tags, I see.
Yeah.
It's weighing your pouch down, all that gold.
No.
No? What have you got? We didn't even find a coin over there, although Darren... Oh,
Another penny.
look at that. Andrew's over the house side here, snagging all the good stuff. And we're doing all the recon work. That's a roo. I'm pretty certain that's a roo penny.
It might be this one.
Yeah, it is. That's a roo. And that's a Commonwealth. That's the early Commonwealth that we got. We can't get a date off him though. It's a 1930, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
You know, if that was a 1930, you'd be a very rich man. Great Depression, very, very low mintage.
That's about it, apart from what I showed earlier.
Yep, and we've got a little button in the chassis of the toy car.
There goes me 1 cent.
There goes the 1 cent coin. He's lost. He's in the ground. You need a detector to find him. So look, few little doodads, the chassis of the toy car, a couple of pennies for Andrew, a bit of the old brass piping. We are going to do the same. We're going to lay all our stuff out on the table here, but I will do a conclusion at home and share and show that chopped pendant. Remember the Prince of Wales visit pendant. So that's what we're going to do when we get home. However, you can see there, brass is best. That's what we've got most of, and that's what we're concentrating on digging the most. So plus we've even got the old new Pepsodent, the old new Pepsodent, so the old toothpaste. Very, very cool. And so anyway, a few coins there. What we're going to do is we're going to clean everything up once we get home, and we will show you a look. Well, we made it home, and not only that, we managed to clean up our finds that we had there from yesterday hunting with Andrew. I won't lie, it is the next day. I'm in my high-vis gear. Everybody can see me. So look, we've been at work today. We've just come home to shoot this conclusion to wrap up this video. But we will give you a look at all the rubbish that we dug yesterday. Brass is best, and as you can see, we've got a ton of it. So the old tap handle, a few other random brass bits and pieces, all stuff that'll be scrapped in future and we'll be getting paid for. So look at it all, heaps of it. So anyway, we are going to go through and show you all our good finds too, starting with the internal piece of the old keg tap up the top, a water ripper with an old registration, or with an old production number on it by the looks, 5094. And we do have a few coins too, nothing too special. Andrew probably got the majority of them, as you'll see down below. He has the 2 pennies, the 2-cent coin, and we actually snagged the little 1-cent coins. But Andrew got the button there too, little porcelain button, and he also got the toy chassis off the old toy Lesney car. Now if I bring you in here, you can see here's the Matchbox Series Racing Mini, number 20, made in England, and he's part of the Superfast series down below near my thumb. So he's dating around, oh there you go, 1970. So 1970s onwards, the Superfast series come out from the Lesney toy cars. Originally it was just called Lesney. Matchbox took over in later years, in the late 60s, and then in the later years they produced what's called the Superfast series, still branded with the Lesney name to help them sell. So look, really, really cool little toy car. Anything Superfast, once again, is in the 70s, late 70s or going through to the 70s. Anything earlier that does not have Superfast on it will generally go back from the 70s to the 50s, so 1950s little toy car Lesneys. So, and this guy I will throw up top left corner. He is a little racing mini, as I said. So Andrew, look out, you've found your little mini. You've just got to fit in him, be able to fit in him and drive him now, because quite a small car, so, and you're quite a big guy. Anyway, we've also got a little decorative button there. I did dig him, I did not show him on camera, however, just a little decorative type button, and he's got made in Western Germany right down below. So interesting little piece. We also had the Big Daddy Florin 1959, and he cleaned up quite nice too, with a bit of bicarb soda and lemon juice last night in the sink. We cleaned him up quite nice. Helena loves it too when I clean the coins in the sink. We also had the little silver ring, and I cannot see a hallmark on him, but as you can see, it is silver and it's cleaned up quite nice. Very, very delicate though, so we don't want to clean it up too much further and break him. We've got little doll's leg, quite the nice leg too. A little bit dirty, but look at that, nice lean leg. So she was a little bit taller, but we snipped half of her off. So the last piece that we do have, let me just hold the camera a bit steady there. Last piece that we do have is the Prince of Wales pendant, the Prince of Wales visit pendant. And as you can see, the one on the left that we found in the paddock has been snipped into a piece of pizza. But the one on the right hand side is the one that we found in that random park in Bendigo. So I think it was called Queen's Park from memory, in the heart of Bendigo. So that's definitely the guy to commemorate the visit of HRH, Prince of Wales to Australia, 1920. So a fascinating little piece, and as I said, he was pulled out of a random park in Bendigo whilst on family holidays. So very, very cool. One thing I will say before we finish up is, look, I did a bit of stitching there the other week, and my stitching is not the best. As you can see, it's already falling apart, most likely due to all that brass that we're pulling out of the paddock and packing in the pouch here and carrying out. So I will get in contact with Ed very soon. However, we are going to do a quick sew up again, a quick stitch up again, and that was what the last attempt was, as you can see, a very quick job. So we'll give him another go, and hopefully we get another 6 months or so out of this pouch. As I said, we will be contacting Ed again for future from Detect Ed products and grabbing a few more, because they really are some of the best pouches out there to use. So comfy, and I just love how everything falls down, all the dirt falls away down through the pouch there. So awesome stuff. Anyway guys, really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like, comment and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you on that next adventure. Cheers.